Hello, everyone. It's Friday. We have made it to another Friday, which is the last Friday of this month, and we're going to start a whole new set of Fridays going into February. So I hope everyone is doing well. Tonight we're going to talk about understanding friends with benefits. Oh yeah. It is not what you think it is, but we're going to talk about friends with benefits because I think it's appropriate for what we're going to be doing today. So for those of you, if you have no idea what you're tuning into and you're popping in here, I am Phylecia Jones, the host of this show, which is Travel the World as a Speaker. And we talk about how to leverage speaking so that you can travel the world. I give you a little bit of a travel story, and I also give you a lot of education on how you can become a better and booked speaker. Now, this show is brought to you by iFind, where we actually go out and research speaking engagements and send them to you. Every Monday, we have a new crop of fresh, developed, chickling, I don't know if that's what they are, of speaking opportunities for you. So if you go check us out at ifindyouclose.com, and that is COLSE, not clothing. If you check us out, you'll see what we have going on, and you can stop by and get a free assessment on how to land high paid speaking gigs. And if you do sign up, you'll get the new crop of speaking gigs every Monday, plus access to 250 other opportunities that you can make work for you. Oh my gosh, so I'm excited. It is Friday. It is my night to do dinner, and I don't really know what I want. So it's either I have this new Korean cookbook, so either I can cook or I can just go out and get Chinese food, because we've exhausted pizza. You see this how far I'm traveling these days just to get some food, and it's probably not very Korean or not very Chinese considering that it's here in America, but I digress. Yeah, so I have to decide if I'm actually going to cook. So my husband and I, we rotate nights, and tonight is my night, and yeah, I'm not feeling very inspired to kind of cook anything. So I think I'm going to check the budget first to see what's in our eat out account and see how well we did this month. And then we're going to order some delivery. I'm thinking Chinese food. I think that's what I want. But I got to give you a little bit of a story before we get into our friends with benefits. And I do think it's going to be kind of cool. So, so we're coming up on all of these memories. Like a year ago, I was actually traveling. Yeah, seriously, a year ago, I was actually on an airplane doing things, getting ready for my first big speaking gig of the year, because I had a few more going, and then of course everything just kind of just went away. And things have since kind of changed just a little bit. So I kind of want to show you something of where I was last year. And for those of you on Instagram, you're gonna have to come over here to YouTube so you can see all of the graphics that I'm using, which is going to be one or two, maybe three, I don't know. But a year ago I was getting ready for my very first speaking, very first live event. And so if you can see back here, it was Pitch Lab Live. Oh, I almost had that right. It was Pitch Lab Live. And we got together. It was collaboration with Podfest in Orlando, Florida. It was the first week of March. It was the week before everything shut down. And I was getting ready for it, but I just happened to come across one of those photos, and those things they've been doing, how it started and how it's going. Well, I wanted to kind of show you how it started a year ago. And there you go. A year ago, I had short hair. I actually had a haircut. Amazing what a haircut can do. I had arched eyebrows. These babies they've been au naturel since last year. I actually wore cute clothes. I'm just looking at this. I used to have, oh my gosh, last year I was renting clothes because I was doing so much speaking. I was renting all of my dresses. For this particular event, I actually wore jeans because I wanted to be very comfortable, because I was going to be on stage for 8 hours that day. But I was renting jewelry. So everything you see here, I actually bought that set. Rocks Box. Loved them when I had them. Just had a fresh haircut maybe 2 weeks before, because I was it was all in a V. But as you can see, things have severely changed since then. So that's how it started. This is how it's going. How it started, how it's going. How it started, How it's going? How it started? How it's going? Yeah, this is what we got. This is what we're dealing with here. Oh, but I'm looking at my. I look. God, look at that outfit. Now I'm just wearing. I don't know. I haven't worn anything that cute in a while. Maybe I should go dress up. I don't know. I don't know. All right. So I know you're not here to watch me play around, but I gotta open the show and do something fun. Oh boy, but that's how it started, and trust me, sweetie, it ain't going. This is how it's going. Maybe Oh my gosh, and I was looking at my nails, so I like to get the different colored nails. I was getting my nails done yep. We are quarantining. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. It's Friday night. We're gonna have a little bit of fun before you all have to go cook dinner. Some of you've already had dinner, but that's okay. I'm still in dinner mode. I'm here in Colorado. It's just 5 o'clock for us. All right, so we're gonna talk about friends with benefits. Oh yeah, some of y'all know what I'm talking about, and some of y'all have just like clutched some imaginary pearls because you haven't been wearing pearls anytime soon, except for Miss Kamala Harris. So you're probably clutching your pearls. You're like, oh my gosh, Phylecia, you do not do that to get speaking gigs. Yes, we do, but it's not what you think it is. All right, so what we're going to talk about tonight when it comes to speaking is you have to make friends. And you do need to have friends with benefits, not those benefits. So keep your mind out the gutter. We're talking about making friends with people that have stages or have influence to get you on stage. Duh. All right. We do so much of this stuff when it comes to speaking. We want to land speaking gigs. We want to leverage speaking to travel. But for some reason, we are absolutely scared to reach out to the people we know. And some of us, we don't want to change our friend circle, in order to reach our goals. I got to tell you this. You know what? If you're hanging around a bunch of broke people and a bunch of people who ain't doing nothing, you're going to be broke and not doing anything either. So when you are in this mode of trying to leverage speaking so you can travel or grow your business, you're going to have to start looking at your friend circle. You're going to have to start looking at who you're networking with, and you're going to have to make some changes. All right. Gonna have to make changes. We want some friends, but we are better off with friends that have just a few benefits that that could work out for us. And what I'm saying about friends, now you don't have to strategically go and manipulate people to be friends with you. That's not what you want to do. No, it never works out, and people will smell the stench of fakery when you are coming. What you want to do is you do want to be authentic and make friends with people who have influence or who can help you get on stage or who can point you in the direction to get you on stage. One of the things that I have done over the last few years, I made it a point to go make friends with people who run events. I figured at some point it would be nice to know them. And some people I have absolutely love meeting people who run events. Absolutely adored them. Some people I didn't even know ran events. And I made friends with them, and lo and behold, I've been speaking on their stage. So if any of you have ever listened to our podcast, Humans Exhaust Me, that's me doing my thing. If you've ever listened to Humans Exhaust Me, Paul, my co-host, he was a friend. He was a friend that I met while I was speaking at another event. We became friends, and oh gosh, did I see him the following year? What happened? The following year, how did I get back there? That's crazy. Now I'm trying to remember. I met him at another event, and I think we became friends. He invited me to come speak at his event because later on I did find out he ran an event. And I didn't try to go speak at it because I didn't know if I was going to get back to the UK anytime soon. And then he invited me to come to the UK to speak at his event. So we have been best BFFs ever since then. He came out to MC my event. And obviously, I am now his podcast wife. So there you go. But this is what you want to do. You want to make friends with a lot of people. And I will say that's one of the beautiful things that I have gotten out of speaking is that I have made friends with some people I never even thought I would be friends with, and not necessarily just for getting speaking engagements. Some people refer business to me. Some people I just hang out with. Some people are just amazing, happy hour buddies when I could do happy hour. But that's the thing. You absolutely do want to start making friends, and you want to surround yourself with people that you can count on, that can help you out, and that you can help out as well. Now, I got to say, one of the things that comes with working your friends with benefits is that you need to be a friend with benefit. If you have no benefits, nobody wants to be friends with you either. Okay, so you got to bring something to the table. Either you need to be an interesting person, fun to be around, or you can connect people. Now, one of the things I've always done is, before I even started this business of iFind You Clothes, was that I knew people who were looking for speakers. I knew speakers, and I was like, hey, why don't you two meet? Or somebody's doing this business, or somebody's doing that. And I will never say I'm one of those natural connectors. I like connecting people. It's not what I do. I just happen to introduce people who I think are cool to other people who think are cool. One of the best compliments I've ever gotten from one of my friends from college, she said, Phylecia, you know some really cool people, and I trust you whenever you introduce me to them. So that's kind of how I look at things. I don't try to necessarily just introduce people just for the sake of introducing them, because if I don't like you, I'm not going to introduce you. So that's why I say you gotta be a friend with benefits so that you can get more friends with benefits. And I have to tell you, one of the biggest things that you're absolutely gonna learn when you go out and land these speaking gigs so that you can travel or grow your business. You should make friends along the way. Don't be a diva. Don't do all the things like I'm too good to do this. But you definitely want to make friends, because the friends are the ones who are gonna help you out. Really, your friends are the ones who are gonna remember that you actually were on stage, that you actually can speak about something. They are the ones that will refer you when it comes to speaking. And for those of you who run a business, you'll be surprised. Those are the ones who will refer you for business. It happens a lot. One of the other events, not that I purposely tried to do this, but I really did want to meet the owner of the event. She's really cool. Loved her. Like, by the time she came to Denver, like, hey, let's go out to dinner. Let's go hang out. I'll give you a ride back to your place. And it's been really cool just making these friends, and, being able to connect people, to give advice, to get advice. And also, I've met other people at events that have called me to, like, hey, I want to bring you on to make some money because of your content. That's why you need to have friends with benefits, but you also need to be a friend with benefits, and you need to bring your A game. You need to bring your A game all of the time so that people know what you're out there doing. I mean, that's it. I don't know if I have much else to say. So if you're still got your mind in the gutter with the friends with benefits, yeah, you're not going to get any gigs that way. But make sure you make friends, make sure you are a good friend, and make sure you don't take advantage of people. But I have to say, the biggest thing that I've gotten out of doing all of this speaking, one, was making friends. Two, all of these friends have helped me out when it was time for me to make some changes. And that was the beautiful thing, is that, hey, once you make these real relationships, when you need something, they will actually come through for you. And that's what we all want. And it also helps so that you don't have to pitch as hard when it comes to getting gigs. If you make friends and you make real connections, getting on stage, it will be really, really easy. And especially traveling the world, if you make friends with people in different parts of the world, oh my gosh, even better. All right, that's all I have for you. It's a Friday night. I wasn't going to keep you here that long. I got to go finish watching a movie. We've been watching some of the TV shows out of Korea. We have an affinity for zombie apocalypse movies in our house. Not really me, it's my husband. I just go along with it until he leaves so I can watch a romance movie. But we just finished watching Kingdom. Oh my God, love it. Just finished watching Kingdom. It is basically, it's like The Walking Dead meets Game of Thrones in the Joseon Dynasty, 1300s, Korea, with zombies. You can't even, it's crazy. You need to watch it. And so right now we're watching Alice in Borderland. I think it's a Japanese movie. That one's stressing me out. It's stressing me out a lot. Whew. It's kind of post-apocalyptic, kind of, but with a game like survival games. It's crazy. So if any of you watch any of this stuff, let me know. Yeah, I'm not, unfortunately, we're not a Bridgerton household. My husband will probably like puke for days if I turn that on and like divorce me or something. So this is what I married into. Yep. This is what I married into, y'all. All right, so we've already done the this is how it started and this is how it's going. Yeah. So I need to keep going and go get some dinner. So for those of you on Instagram, thank you so very much for hanging out with me on a Friday night. Hopefully you learned a few things so that you can go like tap on your friends with some benefits. See what I did there? I don't know what I did. But take care of yourself. I will see you tomorrow, and we're actually gonna have a fun one tomorrow. How to make $5,000 as a speaker. That's what we're gonna do. So take care of yourself. All right. So my folks here on the tube, do they call that, or is that me just being lame? For those of you here on the tube, in my little land, thank you so very much for being here. You know, I appreciate you. Tomorrow, like I said, we're gonna be talking about how to make $5,000 as a speaker. So take care of yourself, and I will see you bright. Nope, not bright and early. I'll just see you at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 p.m. Eastern. And if you're somewhere else, just go do the math. This called the internet. You can figure out how to do that. So take care of yourself and have a good night.